Hey everybody, how's it going? Ento from Area 53 here. Coming back with another mod tutorial video. This one is on the Rearm repair and refuel functions that are built into the missions. We're just bringing our Wildcat back to our Malden HQ. As you can see, it's in a bit of a state. We are orange on most of the hit points. We are very low on ammo. We've got no rockets left. We've got about 2/3 of the cannon, and we've got no flares. And we're also kind of low on fuel as well. So we need to get this bird sorted out and brought back into the fight. And I've lost the landing pad. There it is. So we're just going to bring this down, hopefully safely. And you can just about see on the right hand side out the cockpit there, we've got 3 vehicles parked up waiting for us. Those are our utility vehicles for the landing pad. Apologies if you can hear my squeaky HOTAS there, my joystick's a bit noisy. Just going to bring this in. We've got to be a bit careful because there's a aerial beneath us as we come in on the approach. And I'm also having a bit of troubles with the torque rotor as well because it's damaged. So I'm having to correct slightly to bring this down. There we go, we're down. Engine off, lights off. Let's jump out of this puppy. So yeah, looks okay from the outside, no visible... Oh, there's a few, look, a few bullet holes. It's been through the wars. But we've got to get this bird back running relatively quickly, so let's sort this out. We are going to start with... What we're going to start with? We're going to start with the repair. There's no point refueling yet because there's a great feature in armour on the helis. If you've got certain types of damage, you can actually lose fuel. So we've got to get the repair sorted out before we bother to chuck any more fuel in it, or we just lose it again. So we jumped in our repair vehicle, MTVR repair. This is an ACE enabled vehicle. We're just going to zoom it round, park it up next to the heli. Now the pilots by default are marked as engineers, so they're able to do all the repairs. However, you will need a toolkit, and obviously as a pilot we're currently wearing a parachute. And I've got no room to carry a toolkit, so we're just going to drop the parachute, take out the backpack, and take the toolkit. Okay, we jump out the truck, come around to the heli, and if we look at the interaction point on the heli, which is down there somewhere, there we go. We can do a repair, and we can do a full repair, which we'll start now. Now we get the facility to do a full repair here because the truck is a repair truck, obviously, and you can do 100% back to health. Out in the field, you've got engineers in the squads, or even the pilot. If they're out in the field and they don't have access to the repair vehicle, they can do a partial repair, which goes up to 60%, I believe, which should be enough to get the thing airworthy again. And then, of course, you can get it back to base and get it sorted out properly. Let's just check things now. There we go. Everything's off of orange. We're all back to full health. So that's that job done. Awesome. Right, let's jump back in the repair truck. Let's swap the parachute back because we might need that later. Let's drop those in now. Pick that up. I think we'll do a rearm next. I'm just going to pop this back in front first because I'm feeling a little bit lazy. So the 2 trucks we've got left, obviously the one that says explosives is the ammo truck. So we're going to take this over. Park up next to our Wildcat. Stop that. Now, what do we interact on? Do we interact on... No, we don't. We must do this on the truck. Okay. Take ammo to the Wildcat. There we go. So, yeah, slightly annoying. On the repair, you interact on the helicopter, and on the rearm, you interact on the truck. So, not very consistent, but that's just an ACE thing, so not to worry. And we have a look now. We cycle through 1,200 rounds, 120 in the chaff launcher, and 12 rockets. Perfect. That job's done. So we're going to drop this one back in the parking area. And lastly, but by no means least, is fueling up. Now, there's a lot more to the fueling than you kind of would think if you've not done it before. MTVR refuel, there we go. Let's go and pop this next to the heli. Like I say, this one's slightly more complicated. What we need to do, we need to interact with the vehicle, the refuel truck. We go to the refuel option and we're going to take the fuel. Oh no, we check the fuel counter first. There we go. So we can check the fuel counter and that should tell us it's 10,000 litres, I think. Oh no, no litres have been refueled. I've got the wrong one. So that's how much you've dispensed, how much you've pumped out so far. Check remaining fuel. There we go. As we've not touched this so far, 10,000 litres, I think. Yes, 10,000 litres. Okay. Okay, so back to refuel, and we can take the nozzle. And effectively, hard to see, but I wonder if we can do it third person. There we go. We've got the fuel nozzle in our hand. That's kind of nice. We can face our target vehicle, interact, and we can connect the fuel nozzle. And then for some reason you have to left mouse click to actually connect it. There you go. Not entirely sure that's where the tank is, but we'll have a go. So we interact on the target vehicle again. Oops. And we do start fueling. And basically, we wait. It takes time to pump. It's not an instantaneous thing. It's quite a clever little mod, this. It's not just, park up. Oh, it's done. You actually have to work for it. And what we can do, we can see how it's going. We can go back to the refuel vehicle, go into the refuel menu, and we can check the fuel counter. We know this was 0 before, and we've pumped 207 litres so far. And periodically what we'll do is we just let that start filling up, and we'll go back. We'll go to the refuel menu, and we check again. And it's gone from 207 to 343. That's not bad, is it? That's quite quick. I'm not entirely sure of the capacity of one of these Wildcats. But not to worry. The guys on the ground have to wait for us. Check fuel counter. It's jumped to 495. And we're still pumping. Be nice if there was a sound effect for this. $615. At some point, it will have stopped. 711. Because we know we were on the red when we landed. $735. That's going a bit slower now, I think. That may have stopped. 735. Let's do that again. Yep, that stopped. It hasn't gone up. Okay. So back to our heli. Let's get the fuel nozzle out. So refuel menu, disconnect fuel nozzle. Nice, and that's back in our hands. And we'll return that to the refueling truck. Interact. Connect fuel nozzle. No. Return. Okay. Got to be careful here. You could do connect fuel nozzle, but that will effectively refill the tank from the back. So that's going to refuel this vehicle itself, which is obviously not what we're wanting to do at the moment. We want to go to the refuel menu and we're going to return the nozzle. And it's out of the way. We can safely drive that. Let's just go and check. Get back in our heli. And there we go. Fuel is back to the top. It's no longer in the red. All the repairs have been effected. And we have got a full load of ammo and flares. And that's it. Very, very quickly, how to use the ACE3 repair, rearm and refuel options. I hope that was of some use. If you ever get asked to do a refuel or repair, you should know what to do. Just remember the toolkit. You must have a toolkit on you to repair, and you can only get 100% repair at a designated facility or next to a repair truck. Alrighty, that's it. Happy hunting, people, and see you on the next one. Bye for now.